JLR investigates, boots on the ground. What happened to 56-year-old Michele Romano? I am in Warwick, Rhode Island, right in front of her house. She was reported missing August of 2024, March 26, 2025. Her body was found on a remote road about 30 miles away from this location. She lived here. What happened to 56-year-old Michele Romano? Someone told me right around this neighborhood that it wasn't Chucky. It wasn't Chucky, so I don't know who Chucky is. But Michele Romano, her family is seeking justice. Her family's seeking answers. Family wants to know what happened to her. How did she get from this location here, which is a very nice neighborhood, by the way. And I'm going to take you down the road and show you. It's all down by the water. Sun is going down. What in the world happened to Michele Romano? Was it a serial killer? You know, their family does not believe it was a serial killer. I just want to put that information out there. Her face is getting plastered along with other bodies of females and unnamed people and human remains all around the area. 7 bodies in just a 6-7 week span in Connecticut, Rhode Island, where I'm at now, Massachusetts. Sun is going down. Sun is going down. But I'm going to just show you over here, her neighborhood over here. Show you how nice of a neighborhood she lives in reference to it right by the water. Right by the water. Look at this. Be a little honest here. Neighbors were a little hostile towards me being out here, and they were like, it's not Chucky, it's not Chucky, it's not Chucky, it's not Chucky. Detectives already came here. We spoke to detectives numerous times. It's not Chucky. And I said, well, who did it? Somebody's going to go to jail, right? Somebody's going to go to jail. That's what I said to the neighbors. And the neighbors got a little bit hostile, like as if they were, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything on JLR Investigates, but they confirmed with me that detectives have spoken to them when we're talking about the neighbors across the street. What in the world happened? What in the world happened here? The family of Michele seems to think, it appears that they probably know who did it, but they definitely think it's not a serial killer. And we've been covering these cases to see if each case is involved with a possible serial killer. And I haven't seen nothing to indicate a serial killer is involved with any of these murders thus far. I think each and every one of them has their own individual circumstance, and I don't think the person that did, for instance, put someone in a suitcase in Groton came up here and did something to Michele, and vice versa. New Haven, and the, you know, skull found in Plymouth, and remains found off of exit 117 on the Massachusetts Turnpike. This is a beautiful area. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful around here. It's a mystery, folks. It's a mystery. Now, let me give you a news clip about the authorities at her home, and then we will further discuss. Check it out.
Happening now, Rhode Island State Police continue to search a home in the Oakland Beach section of Warwick,
where the woman found dead in Foster may have gone missing from in August. NBC 10's Molly Levine live in Warwick, where authorities have been all day, but aren't saying much tonight. Molly.
That's exactly right. Gene and Patrice, State Police remaining tight-lipped tonight about the investigation, but you can see they're still going in and out of the home behind me on Hazard Avenue, trying to pin down what exactly happened to Michele Romano.
Very shocking.
Seems to be the sentiment from most residents and neighbors as investigators continue to search this home at 112 Hazard Avenue, the last known address of 56-year-old Michele Romano.
I heard it yesterday on the news that they found the remains in Foster.
Her remains discovered in a vacant lot along Route 14 in Foster last week. Investigators are now working to figure out how they got there and who's responsible.
What people could be capable of, you never know.
Tonight we're learning more about Michelle. A director at West Bay RI tells me she once worked here for about 10 years until around 2005. West Bay RI provides support and services to individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities across Rhode Island. Michelle's family says they're still processing the news, asking for privacy and prayers. But they launched a Facebook page after she went missing, desperately trying to find her. Friends and colleagues leaving comments saying they'll never forget Michelle. Close neighbors didn't want to comment on the situation, but Bruce Martell, who belongs to the nearby boat club, says all of this is unusual for the normally quiet Oakland Beach neighborhood and hopes the family gets justice for Michelle.
Being so close down here to the boat club, it was just very shocking. When I came down here yesterday, I saw all the police cars and everything, but very unusual. Whatever information that you would have to try to help out in the investigation.
Yeah, anyone with information should contact Rhode Island State Police. And I did try reaching out to them for an update on the investigation. They can't comment on it because it's open. I'm live in Warwick. Molly Levine, NBC 10 News.
All right, so let me know what you think. What happened? They definitely searched the home extensively, and she's found 30 miles away. The address where she was found was a remote location. It was a road. It was called 88 Plainfield Pike in Foster. So how did she get from this location where she was last seen to that location? Or did somebody take her from the house that we just saw and started the segment right over there? Or did she get in a vehicle and go with somebody and then something happened? It is a mystery. But I do think that authorities have an idea of who did this. Who did this crime? All right, folks, I am JLR Investigates. Sub to the channel, like, hit the notification button. As soon as someone gets arrested, someone, you'll hear it here on JLR Investigates. Boots on the ground. Warwick, Rhode Island. We will talk soon. Stay tuned.